What's going on, everybody? It is Commissioner Demo back at you with another video. Today we are going over Week 9 picks. But before we get started, I just want to go over last week. Last week I went 11-5 with a record of 68-37 on the season. That's not too bad in my opinion. So we're doing good with picks. Hopefully we can keep the ball rolling. Hopefully we don't have another upset like Week 7. I think I only won 5 that week. Hopefully we don't do that again. But I hope everyone's having a great day. Drop a like. If you drop a like right now on this video, your favorite team is going to win the Super Bowl. Let's dive into it. Let's go. So to start off on a Thursday night, we have the Tennessee Titans at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers are opening up as a 4-point favorite. Ryan Tannehill is still out. The rookie, Will Levis, threw for 4 touchdowns last week in his debut, which included 3 scores to DeAndre Hopkins. Pittsburgh is 2-2 in their home games this season, and Kenny Pickett still might be out on a short week with his rib injury, and that means Mitchell Trubisky is going to get the ball. It's going to be a very low-scoring game. I'm picking the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this game 21-18. It's going to be a very low-scoring game. I'm going to go with the Titans here 23-20. Titans are the pick. I do not think Mitchell Trubisky can get it done. So to start off Sunday, we have a game in Germany, Sunday at 9:30 a.m. between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs are still opening up as a 2.5 favorite. They just lost to the Broncos, okay? The Broncos shut them down to no touchdowns whatsoever. They could not get the ball rolling. Broncos defense was just, it looked like they were elite against Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. But we got Tua that has thrown for 2,416 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions on the season. And Mahomes, slightly less, but more interceptions. He's at 2,258 yards, 15 touchdowns with 8 interceptions. Tua ranks first, Patrick Mahomes ranks third. I think the Dolphins have the opportunity to score a major victory here and work towards home field advantage, technically. But I do not see the Chiefs losing back-to-back games. I got to go with the Chiefs here. I'm going to predict the score is going to be 30-27. We got to go with the Chiefs. Now, looking at a matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons, with the Atlanta Falcons opening up as a 1-point favorite, this one's another early window game with backup quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins just got injured, ruptured his Achilles. He's out for the season. Taylor Heineke got replaced as the Falcon starter for Desmond Ridder in Week 8. The Falcons are 3-1 at home, but the Falcons are going to want to keep an eye on Jordan Addison, who had 5 touchdown catches in Minnesota's last 4 games. But both those teams turned the ball over way too much. I'm going to stick with the home team here in the Atlanta Falcons. I do not think Minnesota is going to get it done, especially if Kirk Cousins was still in at quarterback. I'm going Vikings all day long. But I'm going to the Atlanta Falcons here. I think Desmond Ridder gets the win in Week 9 with a score of 24-17. Next up, we got the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens are opening up as a 4.5 favorite. And Seattle is 2-1 on the road this season. That's pretty impressive being on the road. And Geno Smith has a 93.7 rating with 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in those games. Lamar Jackson has a 71.4% completion percentage with 5 touchdowns and 1 interception in a 3-game win streak. I think the Ravens are winning this one. It's going to be a close game. I'm going to take the Ravens 29-24. Now looking at the Arizona Cardinals at the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are opening up as a 7.5 favorite. Kyler Murray is still, he's getting closer to returning for the Cardinals, but I do not think he comes back this week. Clayton Tune's going to get the start if Murray is not able to start. And Deshaun Watson's shoulder remains a week-to-week decision for the Browns. The Cleveland Browns are 3-1 at home, but they're 0-2 as a favorite this season. I'm still going to go with the Browns. I'm going to take the Browns, we'll say 30-24. 30-24, the Browns win. Now we have a matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Now the Rams are opening up as a 1.5 favorite. The Packers have been a miserable first-half team, and they are in danger of losing their 3rd straight game at Lambeau Field. Matthew Stafford injured his thumb when Brett Rippon replaced him in the game for the Rams in Week 8. They are 2-1 on the road, but the Packers have a 4-game losing streak with a late touchdown drive from Jordan Love. This game won't be pretty, but I think the Packers are going to break their losing streak. They're going to get into the win column. I'm going to go out on the limb and say Packers 20, Rams 17. So Packers get the dub here. Next, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Houston Texans. The Houston Texans are opening up as a 1-point favorite against my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I do not agree with that. Texans did lose to Carolina in Week 8 in a heartbreaking loss. How do you lose to the 0-6 Panthers? But hey, any given Sunday, right? So the Buccaneers are going up against the C.J. Stroud, who has taken 13 sacks in Houston's 4 losses and 2 sacks in their 3 wins. Tampa Bay has averaged a 65.7 rushing yards per game in a 3-game losing streak. Baker Mayfield leads the Tampa Bay to a victory. I have to say it. Buccaneers are going to win 23-20 over the Texans. So next up, we got the Washington Commanders at the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots are opening up as a 2.5 favorite. The Patriots are ranked the 31st team in the NFL in scoring with 14.8 points per game. That is how bad their offense has been this season with Mac Jones at starting quarterback. Washington has been in a fall. Sam Howell's protection was much better in the loss to Philadelphia, but the Commanders have allowed more than 30 or more points in 5 games, but they are 2-2 on the road. I'm taking the Commanders here over the New England Patriots. I just don't think Mac Jones can get it done, and after what I've seen with the Commanders playing against the Eagles last week, I got to go with the Commanders here. But it's going to be a tight game. I'm going to say Commanders 23 to Patriots 17. Now we have the Chicago Bears at the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are opening up as a 5.5 favorite. Now Tyson Bagent has a 70% completion percentage. Justin Fields is still injured. They have a tough road game against a Saints defense that has ranked in the top 5 in total yards at 296.4 yards per game and a top 10 scoring defense. But New Orleans with Derek Carr, they are tough to predict. They are a 500 team. But Derek Carr has had 3 straight 300-yard games, and Chicago ranks 30th in their pass defense. So I got to go the Saints here. I don't think it's a question. I don't think the Bears get it done. I'm going to take the Saints. I'm going to take the Saints 27-14 over the Bears. Which, by the way, if you're watching this far, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. So next up, we have the Indianapolis Colts at the Carolina Panthers. Now, the Indianapolis Colts are opening up as a 2.5 favorite. Now, after Carolina's first win against the Houston Texans, I still don't think they're going to win here. The Colts are stuck in a 3-game skid in which they've allowed an average of 38 points per game. The Panthers are at home after winning 15-13 in Week 8. Carolina allows 139.4 rushing yards per game, and that could be the game Jonathan Taylor and Zach Moss go off. So I'm going to take the Colts over the Panthers. I'm going to say Colts 31 to the Panthers 20. Now we have the New York Giants at the Las Vegas Raiders, and the Raiders are opening up as a 3-point favorite. Daniel Jones is expected to be back for the Giants, who rank last in the NFL in scoring with 11.9 points per game. And the Raiders are coming off a short week, and they are 2-1 at home. I don't see any upset here. I'm still going to go with the Raiders. I'm going to say the Raiders are going to beat the Giants 17-14. Now we take a look at a pretty exciting matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. These teams split in the regular season last year, and Philadelphia could take a commanding lead in the NFC East here. The Cowboys have limited Jalen Hurts to an average of 31 rushing yards in the last 2 starts against Dallas. But the Cowboys have an average road team at 2-2 this season. The Eagles haven't lost at home. They are 4-0. I got to go with the Eagles here. I got the Eagles winning at 30-23 against the Dallas Cowboys. I don't think Dak Prescott can get it done against the Eagles defense, which Sam Howell just picked apart, I know, but I do not think the Cowboys can win this game. They always find a way to choke. I'm taking the Eagles all day long. Now we're taking a look at the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals, with the Bengals opening up as a 1-point favorite. Now, it's no secret that the Bills and the Bengals have been AFC rivals the past few seasons, and the pressure is on the Bills here. Burrow has a 77.9 completion percentage with 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in his last 3 games, with Jamar Chase having 31 catches for 372 yards and 4 touchdowns in the same stretch. Now, will Allen and Stephon Diggs counter that? Will they go for 100 yards? Who knows? But I am still going to take the Cincinnati Bengals winning this game at home 26-24 over the Bills. Bengals finally get the ball rolling. They're finally starting to find themselves again. I'm taking the Bengals here. Now we have a look at the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Jets, Monday night at 8:15. The Jets are back in primetime again. I hate to see it. They suck. I don't want to watch them in primetime. Put somebody else in. But they are riding a 3-game win streak. Jets are coming in as the underdog with the Chargers as the favorites. There's just not enough for me to see in Zach Wilson and the Jets. Yet they just beat the Giants, but they couldn't score on the Giants the entire game until the last 20 seconds of the game. I got to go with the Chargers here. I'm not taking Zach Wilson or the Jets, even though they are on a 3-game win streak. But Justin Herbert is coming off his best game of the season. I'm not going to screw that up. I got to go with the Chargers here. I'm taking the Chargers 24-20 over the Jets. I don't think Zach Wilson gets it done whatsoever. But that includes Week 9 picks. Let me know in the comments down below who your picks are. I'd love to see them. And if you drop a like right now on this video, your team's going to win the Super Bowl. Are you superstitious? Because if you are, I think you need to hit the like button. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys on Week 10's picks.